Lunar days for witchcraft practices. First lunar day. Rites, which are prescribed to do in the new moon. Rites to open roads, both vital and ordinary. Mental modeling of the desired situation. Who has a good visualization has the opportunity on this day to build a phantom of his desire. This phantom then lives an independent life and attracts to you the necessary events that will help your desire to be realized in the physical plane. On this lunar day, it is impossible to make sacrifices. Second lunar day. Taking vows, consecrating a temple or personal ritual space, consecrating idols of the gods. Other rites on this lunar day are undesirable. Third lunar day. Day of influence of aggressive energies. Sharpening of a ritual knife. Sharpening of a knife for sacrifices. Making amulets and rituals aimed at protection from enemies. In general, any personal protection. Fourth lunar day. Rites with the use of volts of dough. Witchcraft on the dough. Rites with an appeal to the spirits of the elements. Rites to obtain egregorial protection. Personal energetic feeding from trees on this day is the most effective. Fifth lunar day. From this lunar day begins intensive magical work. Work with herbs, collection, infusions, charging, making potions and medicines. Sixth lunar day. Rites for rejuvenation. Rites for gaining material prosperity. If the moon is in Libra on this day, rites for weight loss are very effective. Seventh lunar day. Day of influence of light forces. Work in the field of FM, only in case of extreme necessity. Any light rituals with an appeal to these forces. Acquisition of light helpers and white protection. It is possible to do rites with an appeal to the spirits of the elements, but only creative direction and not violent. For example, rites to attract their second half, etc. Those who work on two hands this day cannot eat chicken meat and eggs, because the symbol of this lunar day, the rooster Sraoshi, whose vocation, to disperse the darkness with his cry. On the contrary, forsaken witch doctors must eat these products on this day, unless fasting is observed. Eighth lunar day. Making medicines, including complex multi-component, alchemical work, consecration of temples, shrines, any work of the growing moon. Very favorable cleansing of the gastrointestinal tract. On this day, it is impossible to conclude marriages. Ninth lunar day. The first satanic lunar day. Removal of spoils, cleansing of premises. On this day, it is impossible to conclude marriages. 10th lunar day. Rites of remembrance of ancestors, establishing a connection with ancestors. Rites for solving family problems, harmonization of relations in the family. Rites for gaining material prosperity. Any rites of the growing moon. This day is very favorable to make offerings to the gods in priestly work, as well as to erect cult objects. 11th lunar day. This day has the most powerful energy of the whole lunar cycle. It is connected with Kundalini energy. On this day, it is safe to work only for dedicated practitioners. It is undesirable for beginners. because at the slightest mistake in the right, instead of the result can be followed by a powerful rollback, and beginners do not have the protection that the initiated have. The usual defenses, such a blow may not hold. There are also rites that are done only on this lunar day. 12th lunar day. Any appeals to the patronizing forces, verbal magic, rituals for money, luck, any creative work not of a coercive nature. 13th lunar day. Magical day. Love and Voltovany. Rites for money and good luck. 14th lunar day. Full moon rites. Rites for money and good luck. The most favorable day for starting a new business. Taking a vow. 15th lunar day. Satanic day. The day of influence of the spirit of Flesh Ahriman. This day is very good for renounced witch doctors for rites for gaining wealth. 16th lunar day. All practices of the full moon. Rites for wealth and good luck. The best day for magical initiations. Very favorable for marriage. 17th lunar day. Day of influence of feminine energies. Work with the feminine aspect of the force. Astrological aspect that characterizes the day is the energy of love. On this day, sex is perceived as an integral part of sensual love, not as lust. The best day for marriage. It is also very favorable for rituals for money and luck. 18th lunar day. From this day, the works of the waning moon begin. Symbols of this day mirror ice. The 19th lunar day. Satanic day. It carries the overwhelming energies of Saturn. On this day, you cannot give and borrow money. Marriages should not be contracted. The 20th lunar day. Not marked by any special influences. Any work of the waning moon. 21st lunar day. Taking vows. Sacrifices to the gods in priestly practice. Any work of the waning moon. 22nd lunar day. Divination. Comprehension of secret knowledge, making protective amulets, any work of the waning moon. On this lunar day, it is dangerous to put on amulets and talismans, those symbols, the meaning of which you do not know. 23rd lunar day. Satanic day. Carries destructive energies of Mars. Any rites for the return of debt. 24th lunar day. The main power of this day is the power of sexual male energy. Work with the male aspect of the force. In general, the day of influence of male energies. Very well on this day, work rituals to acquire the spirit helper. For example, the protection of the bridegroom. 25th lunar day. Calling spirits, any work of the waning moon. You cannot start this day a new work, only continue the old. 26th lunar day. Day of dark magic. 27th lunar day. On this day, the destructive aspect of the element of water is very strong. 28th lunar day. Not marked by special influences. Any work of the waning moon. 29th lunar day. Satanic day. The heaviest and most destructive of the entire lunar cycle. The day of the black moon. The full rampage of the forces of darkness in their strongest destructive aspect. Energies of Saturn and Mars at the same time. All heavy, murderous, work for the witch doctor this. Day a pleasure. 30th lunar day. Does not happen every lunar month, but if it happens, it is very favorable on this day too. Do rituals to protect the house, personal protective amulets to make vows, spiritual renunciation of. Anything in honor of the powers that protect you,